Igor, you're live on the air. Go right ahead with your question, sir.
Hi, William. Hi, Rabbi. Thanks a lot for taking my call.
Sure.
Rabbi, in Matthew chapter 3, the New Testament says that the Holy Spirit descends on Jesus in the form of a dove, and a voice from heaven proclaims, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased." It seems this passage implicitly serves as a public confirmation of Jesus' messianic and divine identity, so to speak. My question is, does this passage have any connection to how the true Messiah will know he is the Messiah? Will the Messiah be born knowing his mission, or is it something he will discover or be revealed to him? In other words, how will the Messiah know he is the Messiah?
That's a great question. Okay, Igor, go ahead and hang up now to me if you answer. Thank you for your call. Rabbi.
Yeah. So, wow, I don't know where to begin. So it is. We have no source in TaNaCh of when the Messiah finds out. That means the Messiah is simply a descendant of David and Solomon. And I'm not going to pretend that I know when this young man, he may be a 22-year-old fellow who lives down the block from where I live in Jerusalem. There's no source from when he discovers it. In the Talmud, we could see that at some point the Mashiach is aware that he's destined to be Mashiach in Tractate Sanhedrin, page 97, in the way that he changes his bandages. So there's no way to know that. The key point is that when the true Mashiach comes and builds the Beis Hamikdash, then the world will know that I am Lord. See the last three passages of Ezekiel 37, namely verse 26, 27, and 28. The Beis Hamikdash, the building of the third temple, is the key trigger point. It literally says, then the nations will know that I am Lord. However, you asked a brilliant question, and I'm not quite sure that you understand the magnitude of your question. I'm not sure if you really get this. And when we have this voice which declares that that this is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. It's the last passage of Matthew chapter 3. So there's something intriguing here, and I know you didn't intend the question to go this way, but I'll share it with you. It's very intriguing because I'll just compare this with Mark chapter 1, verse 11. Now look at them side by side for a moment. You'll notice there's a very striking difference between them. In Matthew 3:17, the voice, we are told, that comes out of heaven says, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased." If you go to Mark chapter 1, verse 11, it doesn't say this. That means he's not the voice, the supposed voice from heaven doesn't say this. So this is third person. It's not, when it says, "This is my beloved Son," the voice from heaven is not telling Jesus anything, but rather the voice from heaven is telling everybody else. By the way, in case you don't know, this is my beloved Son. Why? Because in Matthew's view, Jesus already knew. Why? Because he was born from a virgin. Look very carefully. See, I want to tease this out for you because you'd miss this. We could do the same thing with Luke, but in Mark chapter 1, verse 11, what does it say there? A voice came out of heaven and it says, "You are my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased." You, second person, which means the voice from heaven in Mark 1 is informing Jesus that he is the Son of God. Why? Why not in Matthew? In Matthew, the voice is telling everybody else. Because in Matthew, Jesus is the Son of God from what point? From his conception. After all, he's born to a virgin. Same thing in Luke. In fact, we're told it explicitly in Luke, in the Annunciation, that you should call him Jesus, and he's born to a virgin because he's the Son of God. Do you understand? So therefore, in the Matthew, as an example, it's this is my beloved Son. Why? Because in Matthew's view, Jesus already knows that he's the Son of God because he was the Son of God from his conception. He was born to a virgin. The author of the book of Mark doesn't know anything about a virgin birth. The author of the earliest book in the earliest gospel in the Christian Bible has an adoptionist theology, which means that Jesus was not born or conceived supernaturally, but rather conceived naturally. There's no mention of anything unusual about Jesus' conception or birth in the book of Mark. We are introduced to Jesus as an adult, and this baptism occurs immediately after the incipit. You follow? So what's very intriguing here, where I want to point your attention to, is that Mark has a very different view than Luke has, than Mark has. Because in Mark, it's you are my beloved Son, but in Matthew it's this is my beloved Son. So we have a difference there because Matthew has a incarnation theology. Jesus becomes the Son of God at his conception. And according to Mark, it's an adoptionist theology, and therefore it's third person. And I think that's the part to tease out. Anyways, thank you so much for your thoughtful question.
Guys, hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, go to Rabbi Singer's channel as well, and also don't forget his 2-volume book set, Let's Get Biblicals, Volume 1 and 2. The audio files are available, but the CDs are not, but they're available on his website.
The MP3. Let me say,
Yeah.
I want to just one other thing for you guys. Listen carefully. No attention to that man. No, listen to me. It's so important. If you believe in the work that William is doing, that we're doing here, whenever you watch any of our videos, please like it and please share it. It's very important because it really affects the algorithm so that our videos are spread around. So really it's very, very important that whenever you see a video of William, a video of mine, it's very important to like it. I hope we like it.
Yeah.
But if you do, don't just pass it. Just make sure you like it and make sure that you subscribe to channels because it really has a very big impact on spreading Torah throughout the world. It's very, very important. You should really go through our videos and make sure that those videos that you haven't liked yet, you do like them. It really has a very, very big impact on spreading this message. Anyway, shalom.
Yeah. And commenting on them also helps generate views as well, so it kind of refreshes them on the system. So, Rabbi, thank you. Great show, and we'll see you, Hashem willing, same time, same place next week. Shalom, everyone. Bye.
If you enjoy this channel and the content, and it has changed your life, or perhaps the life of a loved one or a close friend, would you please consider supporting this work? You can click this link and it'll take you directly to my website with the donate button. Or there's a Patreon link and a mailing address for snail mail if you would prefer. If you do donate, please do me a favor and leave me a phone number where I can contact you and thank you properly. I hope you all have a wonderful 2025. Shalom.